Good morning, everyone. This is Rosie Convoy. I'm coming to you from southern Alberta. It's January 25th, 2025. And we've got a very special cause that we figured we'd bring one of the farmers in to talk about. So I've got my co-host, Jason Benbridge. He's here on the panel. And we've got Katie Pisitny. She is one of the farmers from the Universal Ostrich Farmers, or farm, right?
Yeah.
So how are you doing, Jason? How's Vietnam treating you?
I'm doing very good. Vietnam's very good. It's the beginning of the lunar holiday today. Today's
Okay.
the very first day of the. It happens in China and most places that observe Buddhism. Yeah, so it's the New Year moon. So we got 10 days off. So doing great here, and everything's working fine. But very sad to hear about what's been going on about this ostrich farm. It kind of reminds me when I was in the Philippines. There's a crocodile farm, and then there's an ostrich farm right next to it. And we used to go there to the crocodile farm all the time, have a look inside, and you see all the ostriches and a couple of tigers and stuff. So, yeah, very, very bad state of affairs going on there in Canada. I think you need to become the 51st state, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's what they say. So Katie, yeah, I'll bring you up full screen here, and if you want to introduce yourself and kind of tell the story. It's been going live. It's all over social media. I've really seen it pop up in the last couple of days, and from what I understand, the date for the culling is February 1st, so we really don't have a lot of time. So it's heartbreaking. It's crunch time. So if you want to go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Katie Pisitny. I'm Karen Esperson's oldest daughter. We've been growing up with these big, beautiful birds for my whole life almost. These ostriches, I guess. So yeah, February 1st is our deadline. After February 1st, we are as of February 1st, all 400 of these big, beautiful ostriches are supposed to be killed by my mom and her business partner's hand and disposed of. So this is all based off of 2 tests off 2 deceased birds out of 400. And at the time when they were here, I'll kind of give the short version. When they were here, we asked if we could do some tests also on the healthy animals, and they denied that request at the same time. When they left, it was within less than 24 hours that we got a call back that they figure we have H5N1. So we haven't seen a copy of that test yet. They have told us that they ran the PCR tests on the 2 deceased birds that had been laying there for over 16 hours. For them not to even take into consideration that we are different than your commercial poultry farm. We are not in any commercial stores. We pose no health risk, somebody ingesting our meat or something like that. If that's even a fear, I don't know. But we are a research and a science farm. And we have been in a joint antibody study for over 3 years now with Dr. Tsukamoto out of Kyoto, Japan, Dr. Stuart Greenberg out of the USA, and my mom, Karen Esperson, and Dave Belinsky. So all those ostriches out there are actually part of this joint 3-country study based looking at their antibodies and how we can use them to better science and how we can address viruses in the future. But, we've been here now, this will be a month, as February 1st, that'll be over a month that we've sat here with the virus. And now that all of our ostrich have hit a herd immunity and they are healthy, now they want to come in and still have the right. And it does make me emotional. So, and they still want to have the right to come on our property and, and just say, not do any new testing. They just want to say that, no, they're unhealthy. And due to our stamping out policy and our contracts that we have with trading partners, this is our decision. So it is scary for our family. We wake up and obviously mornings are a little bit more emotional for us just because I think we're tired.
Yeah.
We're getting tired. During the day, you almost go numb to it. And we get so many calls with amazing support. Yesterday, they came and did a look at all of our protocols, which again doesn't really match with if you're going to kill them all. I don't know why you'd waste our government's money. And they brought 2 RCMP cruisers because now we have some supporters that are showing up. They feel that they need that for their safety. I don't, it was a very, very peaceful group of supporters, demonstrators. And so they're still denying us that we are allowed to do any testing ourselves. We are actually there's a order in that quarantine that states that if we are to treat or test any of our animals, that we face $200,000 penalty and months in jail. And so it's stripping our rights even from getting a third-party testing that is credible. Like, we have a couple amazing professors and scientists, and they are wanting to just prove that they are not a risk. And so
you muted yourself. Your little doggy. That's okay.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So when you come back, I'm just wondering how long you guys have had the farm, by the way. Hi, everybody in chat and who's watching. I see your comments. We're just doing like a quick live here with Katie. And then I'll be doing like the Coots Convoy live stream afterwards. But we wanted to give Katie this opportunity to use our platform because we only have a few days before. And I didn't even realize this, Katie. They're not taking the animals. They're making you guys do it, which is seriously effed up.
Yeah,
that's effed up. How long have you guys had the farm?
I've had it for over 35 years. And the ostriches, yeah. So there's 34-year-old birds out there. There's some that are 20, 28. And if we don't comply by the February 1st, yesterday they told us that they will bring in a third-party contractor killer to kill all of our ostrich with no experience, because this is a first. So if they don't understand the animal, they don't understand the personality, they don't know that it's going to cause mass hysteria out there.
Right.
They're not like a commercial chicken where you can just gas them in a barn. And we also got told yesterday that as of February 1st, so if I could paint a picture, here's the ostrich pens and ostrich farm, the ostrich land. There's a public road, but it's just a dirt road, dead end. And then on the other side of that road is our personal residence. So they're 2 different addresses, but very close, but different addresses. And we just got informed that as of February 1st, our personal address becomes open to them, that they can come. It allows them to come in our personal residence, and they can destroy anything byproduct to do with our animals, even though that it's prior to the quarantine or the tests being done. And we actually went verbal to say to them, and how about, so even our COVID-19 antibodies you guys are going to take? And they said, absolutely, we want everything.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, it just, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right. Nothing adds up. How are we not supposed to be fighting science with science? And how are we not supposed to be bettering science? Our chairman of Sturthio Bioscience has offered his stockpile of antibodies for H5N1, and he's also offered a vaccine for our ostriches for H5N1, and they will not. They won't acknowledge that.
So tell me, what makes ostriches so special? Like, why? Like the studies, like help us understand that.
Sure.
So they're different. They're tougher. Obviously,
they're one of the longest living animals on the planet. They are prehistoric. They're the last of the dinosaurs, you could say, and they've lasted this long on this big, beautiful Earth because they have such a strong immune system. So they have an ability to build such a beautiful resistance. They are a beautiful animal.
Kind of miraculous, really.
they have the strength or the ability to build a resistance to viruses and disease as it comes. And that has just been fascinating. And to Dr. Tsukamoto, who started a lot of the research, he has 26 plus worldwide patents, all based around the robust antibodies of an ostrich and what the abilities of an ostrich can do for the human body. And that would be just nutraceuticals. So, I found out that there's a $590 million Moderna contract that just got given to Moderna for the public's next poke. So it's they got $590 million to come up with a bird flu vaccination for humans. So I would say that we're probably not in their best interest, coming up. We're saying, hey, you gave $590 million already to Moderna. There's already a vaccine within Struth Bioscience that's being offered to the Canadian government, and they're not listening.
Yeah. Well, it's not in their best interest, and hence all the big show. Like there was, Oh, so tell me about. So there, I understand there's one called Frank and one called Lulu, and how old are they when their personalities start to come out?
Their personalities start to come out right away. You can see the tough one of the chicks, and you can see just who sits back a little bit, and definitely. My mom has this unique ability to be able to name them all and find them all. We still scratch our heads how she does it, because we can identify certain ones, but she can name Frank and Annabelle, Sarah and Lulu, and those Barney and Peter and Petey and Connor and Trevor. She's got all of them, and she knows exactly where they are, exactly who they are. They are like puppy dogs. They'll follow you around when you're doing chores. There's a pecking order. Our older ostrich are that are the ones that are like 34, 20, in their 20s. We have so many older birds. They really show and teach the younger ones how to respect and how to act. Again, these are, we'll never be able to replace that. In my mom's lifetime, this will never be replaced, the genetics and stuff. The older ostrich, just a really interesting fact for everybody. So our older ostrich, we're pretty sure that they were exposed in 2020 to this exact same thing. Our symptoms in 2020 were identical to our symptoms that we're having now. And so when this started happening, they started treating the ostrich as they did in 2020. In 2020, they did a tissue sample off one of the deceased birds and sent it in for tissue sampling and testing to their vet. And it came back positive for Pseudomonas at that time. So it didn't come back. They didn't test for avian flu, but oddly enough, it came back with a really bad bacterial infection, and it was positive for Pseudomonas, which we have lab results. So when this started happening, they called their vet again, but it was over the holidays, so there wasn't any response before CFIA got out here. And CFIA got out here and then did their testing. But what we found is all of our birds 2020 and prior that are older, not one of them have died. Not one of them have had a symptom, nothing. The ones that have shown symptoms are the ones that are from 2020 younger.
Okay.
2021 younger. And they just haven't had that time here yet. And they haven't been exposed to it. But then we had 500 mallard ducks decide to come and take house in our pens. And the 500 ducks then triggered a response into our younger ostrich.
And that video that we just saw, that's what you told me, it's about 5 days ago?
That's 5 days ago. If we could probably, we'll be posting more on the YouTube and stuff, but they look even happier and they look there's nothing wrong out there, and there's not one sick bird, but they claim without any new testing, they say they're sick and they pose a risk. But please show us how. Show
proof.
us the scientific backing that they are still a risk to other animals. Because given the thought process that if all the older ostrich have been exposed to this, they should be at risk. They should be posing all the other animals at risk for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
But they have not got any of our other younger ostrich sick. So they hold antibodies, but they're not shedding the virus. No.
Yeah, it's follow the science, unless the science is like,
science,
yeah. But if it's not convenient them, if Moderna just got a giant contract, it's not convenient to follow the science. Then
no, it doesn't.
They're just gonna assume and just take the easy. Well, not the easy for them, not for you guys. So this is your YouTube page right here, Universal.
Yeah,
Ostrich Farm?
we just started it to try
Okay.
to. We want to post some more pictures and really let people get personal with each, see the personalities and get personal, up close and personal to the birds.
Absolutely.
See them and their big beautiful eyes.
So I'll be summing up. Oh, they've got the most gorgeous eyelashes. They really are adorable,
too,
right?
yeah.
They just like big old, you know.
They live up to 75 years. So we would be robbing them of so many years of their lives.
They're not even in like midlife yet. No. Oh man.
Okay.
So yeah, anybody watching, people that, if you can, share out this video. Go to the website, go visit it, show the support. This is in Edgewood, British Columbia. And
Save Our Ostriches. SaveOurOstriches.com. If anybody wants to go, we're starting.
Okay, yeah, for sure. So send me the link to the website and I'll put it in the descriptions after we end this live stream. But yeah, people watching, you need to be aware this is serious government overreach. This is terrible. It's like I can't believe you guys are like being ordered to destroy them yourselves. Like that's beyond messed up. That just breaks anybody who has a heart, it'll break.
Yeah, or with the threat of having a third party come in here.
Yes, which, you know. Okay, so this is you on Global News. This is couple of days ago. Oh, look how sweet.
That was when we first just found out.
Okay.
And you know, we're trying to, I really want to promote too. We're trying to create, there's science here not waiting to be made. It's ready to use. And the science here is to try to protect and help other farms. We are trying to help protect the cows, trying to help protect the chickens. If you know, if we have the science to be able to stop mass culling and be a positive part of the stabilization in this epidemic, we want to help be positive and try to protect the other farms. So if we can all stand together and say, hey, mass culling isn't working, stamping out isn't working, please let's work together. And together we're going to be able to make change and create awareness that all these lives don't need to be lost.
There's a comment here that says ostriches are so mean, giant cobra chicken. The cobra chicken is a Canada goose. But no, there definitely is a pecking order. But tell us about how your mom gets around and it just, you know, how you guys mingle with them. Because I know they've got a bad rep, but I mean, I don't know very much about ostrich. I didn't know they live till they're like 75 years old.
Yeah.
So if you want to tell us about their little quirky personalities and who your favorite is. I know you probably can't have favorites since they're probably like babies to you.
Yeah. No, there's Frank is definitely a favorite, and Annabelle and Lulu. We have one named Greta, and she pecks the hardest out of all of them, and she can actually draw blood through your pet by pecking. But that's not normal. My mom and her business partner Dave and us growing up, but they have a unique ability to walk amongst all 400. So they can go out there and have the respect of the ostriches. There are the ostriches that protect them, that know them, and that will not let them get hurt if they're, you know, they'll really watch out for them. They have developed such a unique relationship with these animals and have the utmost respect from all of them. They are hands-on every day inside with them. And it's very hard to replicate that. That doesn't happen anywhere. Yeah. And they do all of their own procedures, and they'll stitch up a bird out here. They do their treatments, and the research and the science and everything that the education that they've gained over these 30 plus 35 years is it would not be able, for them to do something like this again in their lifetime and get the genetics and get these 400 animals to be the same as these guys. Yeah.
Okay, so we're at the 20-minute mark. We're going to keep it short and sweet, just so that, I mean, you know how it goes with YouTube. People tend to, they like the shorter videos. So I just, before I came out and went live with you, Katie, there's some people here at in southern Alberta that said after the convoy today, they're heading down to show their support to you guys too. So yeah, Canadians helping Canadians when they can. So yeah, we got to stick together, you know.
Thank you.
Now I'm getting emotional too.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. You know, if you don't have that love, you don't hurt if you don't have a heart. And it's obviously something that a lot of people are feeling. And, you know, I'll go.
You do feel like a sitting duck out here. You know, bad terms.
Yeah, a sitting ostrich.
The support that we have had.
Can I just add to something there?
Of course, Jason, go ahead.
Now, I was just listening to the whole thing play out. Sorry, I'm not using my camera because my camera's so bad. But I tell you what, number one, the PCR test. Now, doesn't that sound familiar? The PCR test, right? What were they doing? Overcycling the PCR test with that unknown disease from an unspecified origin, right? Remember that PCR test, overcycling the PCR test, and number one, making them kill them themselves. It sounds like psychological warfare. That's what it sounds like, personally. And it sounds like just like Justin Trudeau's MO. Sounds like just like what they would do. Sorry, I just had to throw that out there.
No, that's great. Any and all input is, it's good to get an outside perspective. And Jason, I know you're going to be sharing the stream to all the other YouTube Facebook groups. And we'll definitely kind of mention do you want to tell us the website again?
Yeah, it's saveourostriches.com. And anybody who even just wants to visit us for the day or come out and show the support by just standing out on the road or bring a motorhome to the first. Or
there you go.
Somebody wants to be independent with a trailer and be peaceful. We have to stay away from the fence of the ostrich until we could, we solve this. So obviously we've wanted to work with CFIA from the beginning, but it's just not been their agenda. So anybody who wants to come out though, we would love to see anybody and all stand together. And thank you guys for this anniversary rollout that you're doing and standing up for the rights of Canadians and making us proud to be Canadian again.
Yeah, it's been a crazy roller coaster. But the last thing we're going to do is what they want us to do, which is stop. So we're never going to stop. So saveourostriches.com, ostriches plural. Okay.
Yeah. And if they do show up and they are going to kill them, it'll break every heart. I won't know how I'm going to do it, but it will be, every bird will be filmed. I will make it live for everybody to watch that CFIA's overreach on our property.
100%. Okay, so BC Rising. Yep, that's another. Is that where? Okay, so that's the story has been posted. Yeah, scroll down, and this is the story. I went to this website yesterday, so there it is right there. So there's different samples of how to contact the government, contact media, share with your social media, sample letter to that you can edit and make your own. So just if you want to go to, is it BC Rising? saveourostriches.com, and then you can follow those prompts if you want to help make a difference. We're running out of time, folks, and we have to get off our butts. Yeah,
please help.
400 ostriches. That's like, I can't even imagine how large that herd is.
Well, and I just think it opens up the door to the next farm. If they're allowed to kill 400 without any science, and we're a research facility. Remember that. So if they're allowed to do that here, it's the next 400 head of cattle, and it's going to be the next 400 sheep. Yeah, and it's going to be without any science and testing throughout the herd. So stamping out isn't working. It's absurd.
what did they say? Trust the science, they said, didn't
Right.
they? Trust the science. This
Trust the
whole
science.
thing just
Show us, maybe
it
show us some
stinks.
first.
It just stinks of bureaucracy. This doesn't seem like a health threat at all, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm getting a bit hot under the collar listening to all this rubbish. Really?
Right?
What
It's
is wrong with this
infuriating.
country? It's ridiculous.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, it looks like it's getting shared out already. So thank you so much, everyone who tuned in. Thank you, Jason. I know it's late in Vietnam, but you're going to be up in a couple hours when I go live for the Coots convoy, and then later on there is a fundraising event. Oh, and sorry about that. The radio just turned on. I think we're getting ready to roll out here. So Katie, all the best to you. You know, give everybody hugs that shows up to show their support. Give your mom a hug. I'd say go hug Frank, but I don't know how he would take that. But no, we're gonna keep following this story here. And anytime you want to come back and talk, I've no problem. We have no problem going live, and we can continue this here. But yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to roll out. Katie, all our love, all our support, and yeah. We can't stop. We won't stop. Where we go one, we go all.
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Love you. All the best. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks, everyone. Yeah, make sure you sub and you like this video, especially share it out, folks. We got this. So anyway, this is Rosie Convoy, about to convoy. So if you guys want to tune in a couple of hours, I'll be going live again from the Coots convoy. We're just getting ready to roll out, and yeah. Hi, everyone. So we'll talk to you real soon. I'll go live again. And thanks for being here, you guys. I've missed you. So yeah, we'll just keep going. Thank you, Jason, for being here. And for all your help. Yeah. But yeah, we should definitely.
What time we're going to go live?
I will message you. We gotta all get to Lethbridge down the road here. And then we're gonna do a big lineup, and then we're convoying. So it's gonna take probably about an hour or so to get us all the vehicles organized. So I will be messaging you in the meantime, though, and taking pictures. But for now, we should end this live stream because I think I'm holding everybody up, and I don't want to hold up a convoy. So, right? No, that'd be just wrong. All right, you guys, love you, and thanks everybody for jumping in. I'm going to end the live stream now. We'll see you guys real soon. Hong Kong. Thank you, Jason. Hong Kong, Canada.